In this video, I'm going to review and install the Vantrue N4 Pro S. Now, Vantrue did send this dash cam for me to make a review about, but I can give you my fully honest opinion. Now, this dash cam is one of the best dash cams you can get right now. It actually has 3 Sony Starvis 2 sensors. If you don't know what Sony Starvis 2 sensors are, they are basically the flagship image sensor in every flagship dash cam right now. And what makes this special is it has 3. Most dash cams only use that sensor for the front, since obviously that's what you care about most. But this has it for the front camera, the interior cabin camera, and even the rear camera, which is crazy. Now, another thing that makes this dash cam special is the rear camera is actually waterproof. I know a lot of the times, especially if you work in the commercial business, you cannot mount your dash cam in your interior, and it makes a lot more sense to mount it outside. Now, thankfully, the rear camera on this dash cam is fully waterproof, and I'll get more into that later. Now, the N4 Pro S also has their plate pix technology, which allows the dash cam to view license plates in the worst lighting conditions, and also makes sure the text on the plate is super crisp. That's incredibly important, obviously, because the whole reason you get a dash cam is to make sure you are covered in case of an accident. And obviously, to prove who's guilty, you also need to be able to see the dash cam, especially if you ever get into a hit and run. Now, let's quickly do a little unboxing. Now, my box is damaged. I unfortunately dropped it when I received it. But either way, the first thing you get here is a nice instruction manual that gives you all of the information you could possibly need to know. Then here we have the dash cam itself. Now, I have already opened this. That's why it's ripped. Now, I'm not going to fake a reaction here, but the first thing I noticed when I actually did take this out of the package for the first time is how premium this feels compared to like every other dash cam I've ever used. It is actually cold to the touch right now, and it actually feels like metal, if you can hear that. And then here in this bag, we have the rear camera. Now, like I said, this is waterproof, and I will show you that later. And then here is all of the wires you will need to actually power it. Now, I also have this 64GB micro SD card, which is plenty of storage for a dash cam, and it conveniently also comes with this adapter, so I can like plug this into a laptop and view it. And I also have this polarizer lens that actually goes on here, and that is really cool because this will help with any dash reflections that you might have. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is actually take this off here. So this is so convenient. You just put your nail under here, and this is actually magnetized. This is where the micro SD card goes, and you can also reset it if you ever need to. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that in here. That way I don't have to later. And there it is, actually placed in there. So just go ahead and put this back on. Now, another quick thing I'm going to do, just so I can figure out exactly where I want to mount it on the windshield, is I'm going to put the mount on. Now, this is really cool because the mount is separated. So it's pretty simple. It actually just goes on like this. There are all these prongs and these grooves right here, and it just lines up and goes right on. And even though it's so simple, it's literally not going to come off. And then lastly, the actual mount that has the 3M tape on it, that is also separated, which is pretty cool. So for whatever reason you need to mess with any of this, it all can come apart, which is pretty handy. So I'm just going to slide this on here. As you can see, there are grooves, just goes on like that. And then I can actually start mocking it up on the windshield and figure out where I want it to go. All right, now we are almost ready to install it. And the first step I would recommend is grabbing a microfiber and some glass cleaner or some isopropyl alcohol and just cleaning off the area that you plan to mount it. Now, they also do include several of these in the box as well, in case you do not want the 3M to mount directly to your windshield. Say you have tin or something and you're just worried about that, they do include these. Now, I'm going to be using this, but like I said, you want to make sure the area is clean, so I'm going to go ahead and clean it off. All right, now this is a pretty small car. It is a 2011 Lexus IS350, so the windshield is very small. I could mount it here, but because the windshield is so small, this is pretty big and it might get in the way of the driver's view. So in this car, I would either mount it kind of right here, kind of behind the actual rear view mirror, or up here. I'm probably going to do that because the passenger's view is not nearly as important, and you can still access the screen if you need to. So I'm going to put it right here. All right, so now I have it mounted, and you can see I used that little rectangle piece they give you. That just makes it a lot easier in case you ever want to move it or take it off. It makes it way easier, and it also doesn't leave any adhesive on the windshield. So I would definitely recommend using that. All right, and now comes time to actually give it power. Now, Vantrue does offer a hardwire kit, and that is very useful if you want things like 24/7 parking protection or remote viewing. I don't have that. Eventually, I do plan to buy that and install it properly. But in this video, I'm just going to be using the cigarette lighter port. Now, this is plenty long enough. You can run it all the way up your headliner and through your A-pillar and make it look really good. But for demonstrations in this video, I'm just going to have the cord hanging here. Like I said, though, eventually I will install it a lot better. But it is really nice that they include this because not everyone wants to have a dash cam hardwired into their car. And also, here is the really long cable for for the rear dash cam. This goes all the way through your headliner to power the rear camera. So now I have it plugged in, and like I mentioned, you should obviously route it here, but for just testing purposes, I'm not going to right now. And here it is plugged into the cigarette lighter port. Now it is really handy that this actually has a USB port on it, because I know a lot of people use the cigarette lighter port for charging devices. So this does not take away that feature because it literally has it built in. So you're not losing anything. And right here on the top, as you can see, it says rear. That is where you will plug in the rear dash cam. And you would just do the same process if you're installing this. You would route it through your headliner. That way everything looks clean. And now I'm just going to install the rear camera. All right, so now we can turn the car on and see if the dash cam actually powers on. All right, so now I'm going to show you how to connect the dash cam to the app so you can transfer files and actually view the live footage. So it does not matter if you have an Android or an iPhone, you can download the Vantrue app on either or. So go ahead and click Vantrue here. Then in the dash cam settings, go to Wi-Fi and click OK. Then I'm going to go back to the app and click Add Device, click Nexus Series, then N4 Pro S. Going to click Next, connect your device. Then here it shows our dash cam. I'm going to click it. There's the password, connect. And here is the live view of the dash cam. You can see me right now holding my phone. And the biggest reason you would use the app is so you can view your footage. And here are all of the files I already have. So if you ever do get into an accident, you can connect your phone really fast to the dash cam and quickly download your footage, or just show your footage to a cop or anyone that needs to see it. Here you would also have remote view. So if you have the hardwire kit and the LTE enabled, no matter where your car is parked and no matter where you are, you could actually go to the app and view your car. Now you also have voice commands: show rear camera, show front camera. And as you can see, it's very fast. Now this is not touchscreen, which might be a con to some people, but realistically, you're going to use this once and then just never touch it again. But there are these buttons on the bottom which make it very easy to navigate. So I can stop the recording here and then go into the setup, click OK. It's very easy to use. There are a lot of settings on here. You can configure the quality, and make sure you turn on the plate pix feature, because that will make it so the camera is even more crisp. And to do that, go to record setup, go to image quality, and then go to plate pix. Here we are at the rear camera, and I just want to prove to you that it is actually waterproof. So I have a glass of water there, and I have the app showing the rear view. So there it is right there, and you can see the glass of water. Now I'm going to put it in, and the camera is fully submerged. As you can see, it's not doing anything. If I take it out, it's perfectly fine. So if you have a convertible car, a commercial vehicle, or literally any case where you would need the camera mounted to the exterior, this is literally perfect. All right, now let's take a look at some of the dash cam footage. So here we are in very harsh sunlight, and you can still easily see license plates. Now, as you can see in the bottom there, I do have plate pix on. As you can see, the logo is there, and that just helps license plates appear sharper. And obviously that is very important with the dash cam, because you really want to be able to read license plates if you do unfortunately get into an accident and let's say they run or something. And as I mentioned earlier, all three of the camera lenses do have the Sony Starvis 2 sensor, and they also all three do support HDR. That is why everything looks incredibly sharp and nice, and the sky and cars are not overexposed. And here's what the interior camera looks like. Now, because this dash cam has 3 channels, that obviously means you get the interior camera. Now, because this has the Sony Starvis 2 sensor, it is extremely sharp. And as you can see, the background is not overexposed at all. And now here's a quick audio test of the Vantrue N4 Pro S. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. And here's a quick look at some of the rear footage. Now, because this uses the Sony Starvis 2 sensor and supports HDR, the roads, sky, and even the cars are all perfectly exposed, meaning you can see it all extremely easy. A lot of dash cams have a really bad rear camera, so I'm glad to see here that the quality holds up in comparison to the front and rear, because unfortunately a lot of accidents are rear ends, so the insurance or a cop would have no problem seeing here that you got rear-ended. And now here is the night footage, and as you can see, it looks incredible, and that is all thanks to the Sony Starvis 2 sensors being able to capture so much light. And here you can see how easily it can see the license plate of this Dodge Charger here. Now, because of that plate pix technology and the Sony Starvis 2, it actually exposes the license plate correctly instead of overexposing it. Now, that is extremely important, especially if you do a lot of night driving, because the last thing you want is a dash cam that can see license plates clearly during the daytime, but at nighttime everything is overexposed and impossible to read. Here is what the interior camera looks like at night, and the reason it is black and white is because it uses IR lights to light the interior. Now you cannot see this with your own eyes because it is IR, so you have no idea they are on. And lastly, here is what the rear camera looks like at nighttime. Alright, so yeah, that is my review of the Vantrue N4 Pro S. Now honestly, this dash cam really did surprise me, especially because of the build quality, which I mentioned before. But it also comes with so many things in the box to mount it. Like literally, it comes with everything except for the hardwire kit, obviously. But obviously with every single dash cam, that is an add-on because not everyone's going to hardwire into their car. And yeah, as you saw from the test footage, the quality is absolutely amazing, especially because of those 3 Sony Starvis 2 sensors. So yeah, if you liked what you saw in this video and you do want to order the Vantrue N4 Pro S or one of their more budget dash cams, then please consider using my link in the description, as it does help the channel out. I do get a small commission if you do. If not, that is completely fine. But either way, if there's one thing you can take away from this video, it's that just get a dash cam, whether it be this one or a more budget one that they offer, because the last thing you want is to get in an accident and have someone blame you without having proof that it wasn't your fault. Because with a dash cam, not only can you prove that you were not in the wrong, you can speed up the insurance process so much because they're not trying to figure out who was actually at fault. A dash cam literally proves it immediately. There's none of the checking all these million traffic cameras and having people tell their sides of the story. If there is a camera that recorded it and it was actually your POV, it's going to be incredibly easy to see that you're not at fault. So yeah, with all of that said, if you did stay till the end of this video, you're a real one, and I appreciate you watching.